Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. Sitting next to me is Mike Brenner. This is a college basketball odds couple show for the second day of the round of 32, Sunday, March 20th.
A lot of action.
Mike Brenner, you're just chugging along. I tailed you again on Duke first half -3. Just never in doubt. Yeah. Thank you so much, Mike Brenner. My other pick, do you see my other pick? It just lost. I had the under 67.
I know.
Last second shot made it go over, but thankfully for due to another tail, I went 1-1.
There you go, hey, and that's respectable. And I went 5-2 yesterday.
Unbelievable.
And, you know, we'll just like I said, it's that time of year. It's March Madness. With that being said, let's pan across this board and let the viewers know.
You said it was going to be a good day for you. You said it's a good time of year for you.
I felt it. Yes, I did in this tournament. 42-30. I went 5-2 yesterday. Upped it to 58%. So feeling really good, pushing towards the end of this tournament. And Pete 1-1, and definitely coming up 23-30 at 43%. But he's going to change that today.
Yep.
Pete's got some magic up his sleeve today. I really feel it. So with that being said, there's a lot on the board today, my man.
All right, yeah.
I love it
some
too.
Interesting handicapping situations. A lot of feels that I have on these games. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to go with. How many picks are you going to have for us?
Today, I'm going to have 5.
5 picks.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's discuss the first game, Iowa and Villanova. You know, now Villanova historically has not done well in the tournament against decent teams, but they're aware of that. And Iowa didn't look that great against Temple. They got the win, but, you know, they didn't shoot that well. My sense is that this is a good spot for Villanova. The full game line is 7. 5 Dimes has 6.5, and I'm thinking maybe Villanova on the first half -3.5 is a good bet. Do you like that?
Pulling the trigger,
really?
baby.
Okay.
I like it. And you said it. They typically know they don't do well against good schools, so they're looking at that. They're talking about it, and they're watching everything that's going on. And like you said, Iowa struggled against Temple pretty bad. So I think they come out on all cylinders early. That's my thought, Pete.
That's what I'm thinking as well. And I'll give that officially, too. And this is only a half tail because I was feeling that way myself.
You were. You
know,
brought it up.
I was feeling that way. It's just like, you know, Iowa, it's a good team in the tournament. 3.5 on the first half line. It's kind of a healthy bet. I mean, this, you know, you gave Duke, and I tailed you on that one yesterday, but Iowa's not Yale. You know what I mean? Iowa has players, right?
Yes.
But you're still feeling okay about Villanova?
Feeling good about it. I think they got to come out early against this team. So.
All right, next one, we have to discuss it, right? Middle Tennessee State. Woo. Do you know who had Middle Tennessee State over Michigan?
Did you have it?
No, I'm asking if you knew anyone.
I didn't know it.
No, because I didn't know anyone.
I thought you had a surprise for me.
I don't fucking know anyone. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm guessing there was some.
Caught me off guard there, Pete.
I'm sure there was some like freaking giraffe somewhere that picked, Middle Tennessee State.
Might have been a monkey across the street. Matter of fact.
All right, so. We've got them their next game against Syracuse. The line is 6.5 or 6. And I'll tell you what, Mike Brenner, you know, obviously preparing for Syracuse's defense is a tough thing. It's only have 1 day to prep for it. But Middle Tennessee, look, they shot, what did they shoot? Like over 50% from 3 against Michigan
And they're
State.
going off emotion. That emotion's still carrying, too.
My point is they have the outside shooting to beat the zone.
They could beat this team. I think they could beat Syracuse. I'm not playing nothing on this, but I think they could pull it off, and I'm pulling for them, baby.
I think they could beat them, too. I'm not going to bet it, but 6.5 is a lot of points. What do you think about Middle Tennessee State plus 6.5?
I almost took it. I almost pulled the trigger, but something tells me, again, you only got 1 day to prepare for a bigger school like Syracuse. And Boeheim, he's just seasoned at this stage. So I'm staying off of it, but I'm pulling for Middle Tennessee State, baby.
All right, now let's discuss another game, which I'm sure you've scratched your head over. I'm sure you've given some thought to this one. Stephen F. Austin and Notre Dame, right?
Ooh.
Now the line on this one is Notre Dame as a favorite -1.5.
And I'm still going, what the hell happened?
And you're still scratching your head.
The top of mine's going to look like yours soon enough, Pete. But I'm going with Notre Dame on the game.
Right.
And I don't think it's a fluke. There's something with the line. Maybe they're just getting Stephen F. Austin getting a lot of respect.
Yeah.
Big time respect. But I'm pulling the trigger, -1.5, Notre Dame, baby, on the game.
I mean, SF Austin, listen. Anyone who had West Virginia against SF Austin was flat out wrong.
Yes,
Teddy Covers, not wrong every time, but he was right on that one. They blew him out.
They did.
Why do you think they blew him out, and why do you think they're not going to be able to beat Notre Dame more than 50%?
Well, I just think Notre Dame's going to look at that tape real quick in the quick turnaround. They're going to study the hell out of that, and they're going to shut some things off, and they're going to change the way that things are looking. And I think Stephen F. Austin's probably going to be in for a little too much. And again,
Notre Dame's a different team. They play a different style.
Totally different style. Totally different style. Plus, I wonder if maybe Stephen F. Austin kind of filled their cup. You know?
Yeah. That's a tough one.
Great story, though. Great story.
Jeez, man. It's -1.5. Heritage is -1. I'm leaning. I might wind up tailing you on this one, but as of right now, I'm going to hold off. But so you're on them on the full game, -1.5. And, or actually, wait, no, you're on.
Is it 1?
Notre Dame, right?
Yeah.
We'll give you Heritage. The Heritage line.
Give me Heritage. I love it. That's my boys over there anyway.
It's -1.5 market wide, but if Heritage hangs a number or the Greek or Pinnacle, you can take that number.
I'm taking it.
Notre Dame -1. You don't like them on the first half, though.
No, I'm gonna stay off of that because Stephen F. Austin, if they do have a lot of gas left in the tank, I think they're gonna show it early. So I'd like for Notre Dame to settle down, figure it out, and beat them in the end.
Right.
So
now let's discuss Xavier, Wisconsin. I don't have a lot of winners in this show, but Wisconsin was one of my winners.
Buddy, they have been
I
good
nailed
deal.
that one.
Yes, you
and
did.
I had a huge on the second
You've
half.
had a really good call on them, though, Pete, for the second half of the season.
I had a
also.
really good read on Wisconsin.
Yes.
I remember there was that game where you were liking Iowa. I said, no, I like Wisconsin. I was right on that one.
Yes.
Sometimes you have a good read on teams.
No, you do.
And
That's
I'll tell
your
you what
team.
my read is here. My read is here that they don't have it.
Yeah.
I like Xavier -4.5. My question is...
I got them on a half-end of game.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Okay. Tell us why. Give us your analysis.
I just think it's going to be too much. I think Xavier's going to be ready for this, and it's a nice story. And again, but I just think Xavier's going to come. They're going to show up. They're going to suit up, and they're going to cover the half and the game. I got the half at 2.5.
Half is still 2.5 market wide.
Yep, and the game 4.5. So what I locked it in.
Market wide.
Yep. That's 4
I might
picks.
tail you on that one too, although it's not really a tail. It's how I'm feeling.
No,
I'm
you're feeling it.
I'm just
yeah.
second guessing myself.
Yeah.
All right, you know what? I will give it. I'll give it on both.
You're
on
full
both,
of energy
on both.
today. You must have slept good last night.
I did.
I can tell.
Yeah, took and like early to prep for it. Took a Klonopin at like 12 noon. There you go. Benzos, baby. Benzos,
I love
baby.
this
Just
guy.
relaxes you on the inside.
I love it.
All right.
Loshak unleashed.
I'll take it on both of those. Xavier first half -2.5, and
Fantastic.
Xavier full game
Fantastic.
-4.5, and then.
And I was wrong. I said I had 5 plays, but I actually got 6.
Oh, you got 6 plays.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, and then we got VCU and Oklahoma.
Bang.
Oklahoma, an awesome team. VCU, very, very scrappy. They're still, again, they're not, like you've said before, they're still basically that same Shaka Smart team, playing the same
They
system.
really
It's made
kind
a
of
deep
are.
run,
Yeah.
giving them a lot of points here, 6.5. The Chris books are giving 7. What's your take on that game?
My take on that is this is finally when it pays off for me with Oklahoma out of being burnt. In 103 games, these 4 guys have started together. So something's got to click today. If they're not up for this game, they're not up for any game. And I just think VCU, because of the changes in the last year, this is when it'll catch up to them. Great story. It is a Shaka Smart team, but they're going up against some seniors that are going to be ready. And all 4 of those guys are shooting over 42% from three-point land. So I'm taking them on the half beat.
Oh,
I'm
really?
taking them on the game.
Are you serious? That's one of your picks? Wow.
I'm going both ways.
See, for me, I don't have the balls to take it, but my lean has got to be VCU at +7. But you like Oklahoma on the first half and the game?
Yeah, and if you can give me the best line on the half, because I looked at it at 3 at one point.
It's 3.5 everywhere.
3.5,
3.5 across the board, and the game is 6.5
Still
across
6
the
and a
board.
half.
Except the Chris books have 7, so that's a nice lean for you there. But all right, really.
Yeah,
See,
I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. I think today's the day that Oklahoma finally pays back what they took from me by not, underperforming the.
See, I'm feeling like Oklahoma, they probably do pull out the win, but it's going to be a dogfight, and that the old VCU style, the magic.
Could be.
I think Oklahoma will go cold from the field at certain times. I don't know. Okay, well, we'll see.
Yeah.
We shall certainly see. All right, so did we go over all your picks? Do you have anything
Nope,
else?
I'm going to go over them right now. I got all of them done.
All of them
yeah,
are
we've
listed?
covered them. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. How about you?
Well, let's just quickly just mention Hawaii, Maryland.
I almost pulled the trigger on that one too.
The line is
Scratched
7.
it out.
Maryland, obviously mega talented, but Hawaii, great defensive team, right? And they could press and hang within the number. What do you think?
I think if they do press, they're going to throw a wrench into the wheel for Maryland. Maryland's been so inconsistent this year, Pete. And Tremble, he shows up when he wants, and it's just, I don't know. I'm staying off of it. I wrote them down. I started looking into them. I dug in, and as I did more research, I damn near took Hawaii. So I said, I better stay off of this. But
my lean would be Hawaii, but again, just the talent discrepancy could show itself, and they could pull away late. And then let's quickly touch on St. Joe's, Oregon. That's, for me, tempting to take Oregon because Oregon has really turned it up. I mean, they're getting it done. And in their last game, it's not like they had their top 5 guys playing 40 minutes. They were resting guys.
Nobody played over 26 minutes in that game.
St. Joe's is led by that one guy who really drives them.
That's it. What's that line at?
It is 6.5. 6.5 market wide. Heritage hanging 7.
You know what? I'm pulling the trigger, baby.
Well, no, I don't want to talk you, Mike.
No, you're not. You're not, because I damn near pulled Oregon. I'm going to play Oregon on the half.
Okay.
I'm taking them on the half. What is that line?
It is 3.5. Pinnacle has 3 at -116.
No, I'll go 3.5.
Yeah,
Take the 3.5 line. Absolutely. I like it. I like it. I think Oregon knows they have an opportunity, and they want to show everybody it wasn't a fluke. They were #1 seed in this tournament, Pete. And like you said, there's one guy only that they're dependent on for scoring. So,
all right, you know what? Because I talked you into it halfway, I'll go in there with you.
I love it. That's
-3.5. -3.5. I'll go in there with you, Mike Brenner.
That's fantastic.
All right, and so we touched on all those games. And let's just quickly touch on some of the minor games.
Yeah,
Florida,
please.
Ohio State. Ohio State at home, just -1. That's kind of tempting.
It is.
Did you look at that one that much? I looked at
No,
it quickly.
I didn't, but I think Florida State ought to get the best of them.
Yeah, and then I'll tell you, there's another game that I did bet. I don't know if I want to give it as a pick, but UT Martin and Ball State. UT Martin can hang with these kinds of teams. I'm not sure if Ball State's going to bring more than what Central Michigan brought. And UT Martin is 6.5 or 7 market wide. I'd be liking UT Martin at +7 on the full game. I did bet that one actually.
Okay,
I'm not sure if I'm going to give it as a pick though. Review your bets and
okay, I will review them. I got 7 total. I had 7 yesterday, went 5 and 2. So let's keep this thing rolling. Notre Dame on the game -1. Oklahoma on the first half -3.5, and the game -6.5. Xavier, God, I love this one. First half -2.5, game -4.5. Villanova, first half -3.5, and Oregon, thanks to Pete. Oregon -3.5 on the first half. 7 big ones, buddy, and I love them.
I'm on 4 of those plays with you. I'm on Villanova, first half -3.5, right? I'm on you Oregon, first half -3.5, and I am on you with, Xavier, first half -2.5, and full game,
and the game
-4.5. And I don't know what I want to do about that. You know what? I'll hold off on the UT Martin pick for right now.
But you did bet it, though, right?
I did bet it. I bet it, and I also bet the over. First half 62. And a little bit on the full game, 135 on the over. But
all in all, in the summary, how you feeling right now? You feeling pretty good about your picks today?
Oh yeah, pretty good. Oh yeah, not that bad. All right, you know what? I'll give the first half over. Tennessee Martin, Ball State over 62.
Bam! Pulled another one out of them. I love it. Loshak unleashed.
I'll put that one in there.
There we go.
All right. And
all right. Well, with that being said, I'm going to pan this board one more time because these numbers today are going to push this thing up, and I'm liking it. Again, 42 and 30 after a big 5 and 2 night, 58%. Got 7 more solid picks today and feeling really good. This is the rounds where I really start to bank some buck. All right, 23 and 30 is Pete, 43%. But today, he's going to do it. He's got something up his sleeve, and it's going to produce, and it's going to cash tickets. So
hopefully.
Yeah. Oh, I feel it. I feel it, Pete. You know, March Madness is wearing us down, but I'm feeling really good. And my producer's back. He's all fresh and looking like a champ. Got a baby on the way soon. So, yeah.
And we'll be back for the Monday card. No NCAA games, no big dance games on Monday, but we're going to be covering all those games and getting some picks for Monday as well. Tune in for that.
I'm looking forward to it, Pete.